I've talked to you about the management companies, and I've tried to give you some general explanation of what their role is. I've explained to you that the HOA itself, your homeowners association, is a non-profit organization, although they tend to operate as if they're profit-making. That is, in time, many organizations view fines and fees as a way of making money. This was unintended when this process began. And there's no one there monitoring them, stopping them from doing this. So if the HOA decides that they want to increase their reserve fund, simply go ahead and produce more fines. But there's an enormous problem tied to the management companies and the collection companies, and here's how it works. I've shown you before that this is the HOA, and for simplicity purposes, this is the management company. They have a contract. That contract is for, let's say, $30,000. Now I'm going to sidestep for a moment and say that most of you work and you have a job, and you work hard, and one day you walk in and your supervisor says you're getting a raise, and it's your annual raise. It's your 6%. It's your whatever. But management companies don't function that way. They've entered into an agreement with the HOA, and that's their fee. How are they going to give themselves a raise? Well, I'm going to support you in making sure that you send out a lot of letters, because I get to charge fees for sending out those letters. And I'm going to make sure that we cause this neighbor to do this or that. And we're going to stay on it. And when I can pass this over to the collection company, the more they get, the bigger the raise. There is absolutely no desire on the part of these organizations to have a community that's running 100% well. There's no money in it. What money would the collection agency make if there was nothing to collect? I want people in collection. I want people in default. What more money would the management company make if there weren't letters to send out? I'm going to give you an example of at least one neighborhood to show you how this is done. You may then apply it to your own neighborhood. This particular neighborhood is a gated community. It had been around for about 12 years. And I had gone out of my way to study as many communities as I could relative to this process. Now, they need to increase the profits inside the management company as well as the collection company. So what they did was they passed a new rule that said nobody with a commercial vehicle could park in their own driveway or on the street, or it's going to cost you $100 every 2 weeks. Additionally, we'll tow it away. So you are someone who's owned in that community for 10 years. And you now get this letter, and the rules have changed. Now that vehicle, that van, that cleaning van, that delivery van, whatever it is, it's a car. It's not a long-haul truck. It's a vehicle you can't have in your driveway. And you can't have in front of your house. And now the management company has given themselves an enormous raise. But it gets better. You see, after they passed that rule, they realized they could make more money if they got specific about the exact height of the vehicle and the width of the vehicle and the wheel space between the vehicle. And so they started becoming more and more technical. And with each technicality, another fine was created. Now I know that if you're listening, you can apply this to your own HOA. I'm simply using this as an example that under normal circumstances, if you're working for a company, the company gives you a raise because of increased profits in production. The increased profits in productions here are fining the homeowners.